Okay, let's see. All we have Rupa, Sai, Monica, Krishi. Okay, fine, fine. Where is Gopi? I heard some issues, right? Some health issues or something. So yesterday, మీరు చేసిన దానిలో any doubts on page layouts or record types? Any doubts on the data dictionary? నాకు తెలిసి మీరందరూ ఈ 25th దాంట్లో స్టక్ అయి ఉంటారు, రైట్? రైట్. సో ఈ 25th ఏంటంటే, see, as a CRM product owner, my sales representative should be able to see the birth date of contact in contacts related list, right? Contact related list. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, మనకి కాంటాక్ట్ ఎందులో ఉంటది, ఏ రిలేటెడ్ లిస్ట్ లో ఉంటది కాంటాక్ట్. కాంటాక్ట్ కి రిలేటెడ్ అయిన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి? అకౌంట్, రైట్? లెట్స్ గో టు sorry. Slow. Okay, let's go to account first. Page layout. Let's say account layout. Okay. If I see the related list, this is your related list. Okay. Now let's reflect the same in the UI side. Let me open this account. Is this getting recorded? Right. Now, if you see this record in the related list, in this related list, we have something called contacts. Okay. This is your contact related list. Okay. This is your contact related list. Now, all you need to do is, what are the fields that you can see here? Name, title, email, and phone, right? Right. Now, if you see this, let me add a contact to it. Let me create a new contact with the name Poonam. Now, if you see, we can see title, email, and phone, right? Now, what it is asking ante, it is asking to see birth date in the contact related list. You see this, how to add it ante. Ikkadkochi, all you need to do is click on this properties. Okay. You have to add this birthday towards your right. Okay. Now save it up. That's it. Got your birthday. Just a minute. Yes. Now contacts, birth date. Okay. Again, click on this OK. Okay. Click on this OK. Otherwise, you won't get that. So earlier I didn't get that option because I'm into 100% zoom. Default ga meerandar kuda 100% lone untaru. If you are able to see that OK, that's OK. If you are not able to see that OK, just remove this. Yes, just reduce the zoom. Now it's OK. Right? So let's save it out. I'll go and just refresh the page. Induke lightning version is slow. If I go to this classic now, I would have get that. So it's classic. Count. Let me open anyone. Say this account. Right. In contact, I got the birthday. That's it. Now this page access, your sales representative needs to have this access. Okay. That's anyways you will get to know in the page layout assignment. For example, this page layout, you see for account layout, your sales representative, let's say, let's say this is your sales representative profile. If he has this access, then he is able to see. That's it. You need to just cross check it. Then we are good. Okay. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Any questions? Page layouts. Have you created this hierarchical relationship? Have you built this hierarchical relationship? No? Till where you have completed? ఈ సండే లోపు మాక్సిమం కవర్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కాల్ మీ అప్. ఎనీ టైమ్ యూ కెన్ కాల్. ఓకే. ఇంట్లో కూర్చొనైనా చేయండి కానీ సండే లోపు కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. బికాస్ ఈ తర్వాత వన్స్ వీ స్టార్టెడ్ డేటా మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఆర్ వన్స్ వీ స్టార్టెడ్ ద డెవలప్మెంట్, ఇవన్నీ యూ వోంట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు రీకలెక్ట్. రైట్. లాస్ట్ బ్యాచ్ లో జరిగింది, ఇప్పుడు జరగకూడదు. రైట్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? So now let's see. Okay, credit card information mandatory chesara. Right. Right. Now let's see a formula. I need someone's credential, please. Like the people who have done this, I need someone's credential. Okay, fine. Account. If I go to account, click on new, customer type and the dealer, right? So here we have this requirement. We have one formula. You see, we have one formula. Now you people tell me. Right. Create a field name called prospect number, right? In what object? Account object, right? The prospect number should be like account name underscore account number and record type name, right? If the customer is dealer. Otherwise account name, phone, record type name and last modified date, right? Are we clear? If let me put it very simple. If the record type is dealer, it has to show something like this. It has to print this. Okay. If it is other than dealer, if the record type is other than dealer, it has to print this. Account name, phone, record type name and last modified date, right? Now you people tell me how to do that. Fine. You please guide me. Okay, I'll go to account. Achha, you have created that already. Okay, nice. If the record type is dealer, right? Okay, let me check the formula then. If you are already done, then just let me check the formula. Fine. Right. Prospect number. Right. Right. You just simply put it. Yeah. Yes. So there is no other condition. Yes. Even if you take other record type, it will print the same, right? It will print the same way. So here, let me just cut it out. We have a condition, right? We have a condition. Let's take a if in this logical test, we need to write what we need to write. Customer equals to dealer. ఇక్కడ చూడండి రికార్డ్ టైప్ నేమ్ ఇఫ్ కస్టమర్ ఈస్ డీలర్ అని అంటున్నాడు అంటే ఇఫ్ అకౌంట్ రికార్డ్ టైప్ ఈస్ డీలర్ ఓకే ఇఫ్ అకౌంట్ రికార్డ్ టైప్ ఈస్ డీలర్ నా ఇన్సర్ట్ ఫీల్డ్ డీలర్ అనేది ఏంటండి మనకు రికార్డ్ టైపే కదా రైట్ సో హియర్ అకౌంట్ రికార్డ్ టైప్ నేమ్ ఓకే అకౌంట్ రికార్డ్ టైప్ నేమ్ ఇది record type name. See, these two are different, but as if now you have to select this. I'll tell you regarding this in the upcoming session. Okay. Anyways, here this is referring to your record type name. Okay. Next is equals to what is the record type name here? Dealer. Now you have to be very careful. Formulas are case sensitive, right? Formulas are case sensitive. If you write something like this, sorry. If I go this account this now if you write something like dealer DEALER, right? DEALER. Now you can't write DEALER like this small d. You cannot write small d. Okay, you have to mention the capital D, otherwise it won't work. Okay, this is why we call it case sensitive, right? Now if record type name is dealer, then ఏమని ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి account name underscore account number and record type name, right? Let's see. Value if true low, I'll simply write account name again account number. There are two account numbers. This is custom account number, right? Let's take the standard one. Account number and record type name, right? Record type name. Right. Now underscore kuda kavali kada, right? So underscore we want it in between, right? Underscore. See, why am I taking this code? Yes, it's a value. Again, it's a kind of character. Right? Now, is this sufficient? False part, okay. In the E part correct ga unda? Is this part right? Correct? See here, this is your character, right? And this is your field. These two cannot be right at the same line. Okay, you have to connect these two, right? To connect these two, we have to use concatenate. To connect these two, we have to use concatenate. Here one concatenate. Here also. Here last. Right? Now, at this point, what should we write? What should we supposed to write? We have name, phone, record type name, and last modified date. If you see name, phone, income, record type name, and last modified date. So record type name, last modified date. Okay. Now, right. Again, we have to add underscore and the concatenation. Let me copy this. Right? అయిపోయిందా కరెక్టేనా Is there any error? Can it release any error? Awesome. Okay, let me check the syntax. Error ఏమొస్తుంది చూడండి. Incorrect parameter type for operator and expected text receive date time, right? Here we are last modified date ante manaki it is printing date and time, right? But what are we expecting? We are expecting a text, right? Now what should I do now? What should we do now? Nice. Insert text. We need to take the text function which will convert a value to a text. And check syntax. Done, right? Let me save this now. Save. Let's go back and check. Let me just refresh the page. Account. Now this time let's take customer type. Continue. Enter this values. Active. This active is a big list. Right. Now let me save. See what it is, what all it is printing. Right. Prospect number. What should it print? Name. If you see this, we have name, phone number as well, right? But here we didn't enter the phone number. That's why it is not printing that. Okay. Let me put the phone number there. Right. Record name, phone number, record type name, and last modified date. Right. Now let's do it with the dealer. Okay. And then let me save the record. Now we have prospect number, right? We have the name. See what all we want: name, account number, and record type name, right? Record name, account number, and record type, right? So this is working for dealer, whereas the other one is working for other record types, other customers. Okay. Right. Now let's get back to something important in page layouts. Let's get back to something very important in page layout. That is
difference between page level customers, two different level customers, different.
Let me go to page layout assignments. Page layout assignments. Now let me click on edit assignments. Yeah. Mint out.
Page layer button, the drop down is selected. The same page should be reflected to the either it should be customer and customer. What I have to copy the page layer button select same again. A different same maybe because of using the same layout.
Same layout use చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి మీరు అప్పుడేంటి లెట్స్ సే మీరు ఒక 2-3 కస్టమ్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి ఈ కస్టమర్ టైప్ అని క్రియేట్ చేశారు కదా. లెట్ మీ చెక్. మీరు ఇక్కడ పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ ఒకటే క్రియేట్ చేశారు డీలర్ అని, రైట్? మీరు కస్టమర్ టైప్ అని ఇంకో పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి దీన్ని క్లిక్ ఆన్ దిస్, లెట్స్ సే దిస్ ఇస్ యువర్ కస్టమర్ లేఅవుట్ అనుకుందాం. ఓకే, click on it. It will change the entire page layout for each and every profile. అంటే ఈ ప్రొఫైల్ లెట్స్ సిస్టమ్ అడ్మిన్ వచ్చి రికార్డ్ టైప్ డీలర్ అని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు ఏ పేజ్ కనిపించాలి. ఓకే, అదే సిస్టమ్ అడ్మిన్ కస్టమర్ టైప్ అని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు అతనికి ఏ పేజ్ కనిపించాలి, ఏ పేజ్ ఓపెన్ అవ్వాలి. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీఆర్ డిఫైనింగ్. రైట్, కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మీరు యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్రియేట్, ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద రికార్డ్ టైప్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డీలర్ మీరు క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నారు, సో డీలర్ కి డీలర్ పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ ఇవ్వాలి. అదే మీరు కస్టమర్ టైప్ అని క్రియేట్ చేశారు కదా, సో మీరు ఇంకో పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్రియేట్ అనదర్ పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ కాల్ కస్టమర్ టైప్ అండ్ గివ్ దాట్ కస్టమర్ టైప్.
Compulsory one select from where we have to take which we are considering. Dealer select different
పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అంటున్నారా మీరు? నో, ఆ పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మీకు రికార్డ్ టైప్ తో సంబంధం ఉండదు. రికార్డ్ టైప్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడే పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్ మీ జస్ట్ సేవ్ దిస్. పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ లో కూడా అసైన్మెంట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, కానీ అదే ఈ సేమ్ అసైన్మెంట్ మీకు రికార్డ్ టైప్ లో కూడా ఉంటుంది. లెట్ మీ గో టు ద పేజ్ లేఅవుట్స్ ఫస్ట్. Let's say account is page layouts. On left you will have page layouts, right? See here, let me create a new page layout. I just need to copy one existing page layout. Let's say account layout ni copy cheskoni nenu customer type ani pettukuna, right? Customer type. Okay, click on save. That's it. You copied your account layout now. Okay, account layout ni మీరు copy చేసుకున్నారు, right? Now all you need to do is save. If there is any customization you require, you have to do that customization. Let's say adding the fields might be, or removing the fields might be. Okay, coming to this page layout assignment, click on this, click on edit assignment. Now you have to select this customer type. Okay, from here customer type is your page layout, and then you have to save it, right? So whenever system admin or other profile user comes and select this record type called customer type, they will have this different page. Whenever they select dealer, they will have the different page. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so let's move to a new concept called buttons. Concept called buttons. Right. Here, let's see. In general, if you see this, let me open one record. These are buttons. These are buttons here. Edit is a button, delete is the button. Okay, sharing and include offline, these all are buttons. Okay, but again, these are standard buttons. These are standard buttons. Let's say now you want to create something button. Let's say now you want to create a custom button. Okay, now above these are standard links, we call it links. Okay, anyways, you will see this here. What's happening here? Click on this view fields. Again, just scroll down. What's happening? Right. Here on the left, you can see something called button, links, and actions. Okay, we'll see the buttons and links today. Okay, if you see, these all are the custom, these all are the standard buttons and links. These all are standard buttons and links. Let me create a new button or link. Right. Here we need to give the label. Label means name. For example, label for this button is edit. Label for this button is delete. Right. Here, let's say website is the label that I want to give. Website. Right. Now, description. let's say it opens a company website. Now, what I want is whatever we specify here in this website, whatever we specify, when you click on this button, when you click on this website button, it has to redirect to that company website. It has to redirect to the company website. Now, what are we trying to create? Are we trying to create a custom page link button or list button? Now, there is a difference. This page, detail page link means this is your detail page. Okay, this is your detail page. Here you have the links. These all are links. Okay, what you want, what are we trying to do? It is asking what are we trying to create? Are we trying to create a link or button? This is the links, these are the links, and these are the button, right? Now you will see something called list button. Now we all are aware that these are the related lists, right? These are the related lists. Now list button in the sense a button will appear here. Okay, any of this object to any of this object that we can, anyways, that we can put it on, that we can do. Okay. As of now, let's see how to create a detail page button. Detail page button. Now, behavior in the sense when I click on this button, what should happen? Where it has to open. For example, display in existing window with sidebar. Okay, it will display something with the sidebar. Okay, here if you see displaying new window, it will create something in a, it will open in a new tab like this. It will open in a new tab like this. Okay, that's the behavior. Now, what are you trying to insert? What are you trying to insert? Are you trying to insert a URL, or are you trying to create some do some coding? Okay, do some visual force pages. Okay, anyways, you will get to know about this. As of now, let's say URL. Okay, the rest is JavaScript coding and the visual force pages. These are, this JavaScript is related to, we know, the scripting language JavaScript, right? Or else visual force page, this is related to your coding part, something called Apex programming language. Okay, let's select the URL first. Now we need to pass the URL. For example, let's say I am passing www.skillpark.in. If I am passing this URL, okay, check syntax. Then check the syntax and save. Save what? Now, if you go to this buttons, do we have that button here? Right. We have that button called website. We have a button called website. You have already created this? Sorry. Okay. Okay, fine. So, right, we have a website button here, right? Now, if I go to account, we have created this in object called account, right? Let's say now if I go to account, refresh the page. Is that available here? Is that website available here? No, right? That's a field. That's a field, right? Here we don't have that button, right? To have that button, you have to add it from the page layout. Once you create the button, creating a button is just not enough. You have to add that button from page layout. Okay. Now, if you go to this page, let me go to the page layout. Let's say I want to add that only in dealer page. Okay. In the dealer page, I want that button. Okay, not on other. Let me edit this dealer page. Right. Here we have the buttons. Okay. Buttons. Now, is there any place to put the button? We have something called custom buttons here, right? Custom buttons. We have created a field button called website, right? Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Right. Now save it. Yes. Let me go back to the field, right? This is your dealer record type page, right? That's why we have dealer here, right? Let me just refresh the page. Let's see. I got a button called website, but let me put a website here. Let's say Amazon.in. Okay. See. Now you people tell me when I click on this website where it should redirect. ఇది ఎక్కడికి పోవాలి యాక్చువల్లీ
Amazon.in.
Amazon.in కి వెళ్ళాలి బట్ వెళ్ళేది స్కిల్ పార్క్. Let me check this just a minute. I also need to pass the exact URL. So it's a skillpark.in. This is this. Right. I need to also pass HTTPS. All exactly this link. Copy. Let me go to this button. Edit. And then save. Now let me click on this again. Let me just refresh the page. We got something called website. Click on it. And here it is opening in a new window. It is opening in a new window. And it is opening the website called Skillpark, right? అలా అవ్వకూడదు కదా, ఇలా అవ్వకూడదు కదా, రైట్? వాట్ వి డిసైడెడ్, వీ హ్యావ్ డిసైడెడ్ కి ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే యూఆర్ఎల్ ఉంటుందో దట్ యూఆర్ఎల్ షుడ్ బి passed and that URL should be open, right? It has to open that URL. So what I have to do here? What changes I need to do?
We have to insert field of website.
Perfect. We have to insert the field. Simple. We have to insert the field. We are inserting a field from account object, right? Field name will be right website. Click on it and you got the field here. Okay. Now let me check the syntax. Done. No errors. Let me save it out. Now if you see, let me just refresh the page. And I click on this website. Again. Yes, because again I have to pass this HTTP, right? This button. We just pass that here. Save. Now if I click on this button, website, yes, it is passing and it is opening the URL, right? Right. But now, here's the interesting part. Let me shift to Lightning version. Now, if I go to detail page, or here, these are the buttons, okay? These are the buttons in Lightning version. If I click on this, again, these are the buttons, okay? These all are the buttons here, right? Is there any button called website? View website, this is the, again, standard button, okay? Manam create chesina button unda ikkada? No, right?
No.
Right. What we have to do one day, again, let's go to the page. Let's go to the page layout. Page layout. Now, in dealer page. Here, if you see, you have in Lightning version, you have to add the button in mobile and Lightning action. Mobile and Lightning action. You see here, we have a button called website here. We have a button called website, right? All you need to drag and drop it in the Salesforce mobile and lightning experience. This is happens only with the button. Let me put this on top. Okay. This will happen only with the buttons. Okay. Buttons lone manaku separate tools unnai. Separate places. Let's say separate functionalities unnai. Button should be placed in mobile and lightning action in lightning version. Note it down. Mobile in lightning version, button should be placed in something right? In lightning experience, buttons must be invoked or placed in mobile and lightning mobile and lightning experience. Okay. Whereas in classic, buttons must be invoked or placed in account details. Okay, in account details custom button. In account details custom button. Or sorry. Let's say in object detail custom buttons. For example, here the object is account kabatti account detail. If the object is contact, they contact details. Okay. Right. Now let's do something. Now let's do again something dynamically. Okay. Depends on the billing country. It should open the map. Okay. Depending on the building country requirement. Depending on the building country, create a button which will redirect to map. Map in the sense, let's say Google Map. Okay. So ఇక్కడ ఏంటి బిల్లింగ్ కంట్రీ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాన్ని బట్టి it should redirect it to the Google Map, right? Let's see. Yes, you people navigate me now. Let me create that in Classic first and then we'll add it in the Lightning too. Let me go to this account. Here, view fields. Let me create a button. Here we have something called buttons, right? On the left, new button or link. Yes, name ఏం ఇవ్వమంటారు మీరు ఏం చెప్తారు
Maps.
Sorry.
Location.
Okay, right. Let's say location. Okay, location. Now let's create a detail page button. Okay, right. URL. Okay, behavior. Let's say again let it open into a new window or you can choose any of these. Okay, any of these, but we always open it in a new window, right? Now, yes, tell me. What should I pass here? That's not a pick list, right? Billing country is not a pick list. That's a field. Okay, let's say insert field. I'll take billing country. Billing country. Okay. Is that enough? Is this enough?
No, sir.
No. It will just open it won't work. It will show you the error. Okay. It has to open in a map, right? It has to open in a map. Let's see how map is look like. how map look like. For example, let me search India, and let me click on map, see what happens. Yes. This is how a map is looking, right? This is how a map is map we have, right? Now, if you check the URL, we are passing URLs, right? We are passing URLs. If you see here, we are giving your context source is URL. Our source is URL, right? Now here, ఇక్కడ చూడండి మీరు ఇక్కడ దాకా ఇండియా అని ఉంది, right? This is the place where our country should be, right? Our country should be, right? So నేనేం చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ దాకా will just copy, will select this and will copy it and let me put it here. Let me put it just in the right.
Yes, sir.
If we give India, it will look something like this. Okay. If we give USA, it will look something like USA, right? Let me check the syntax and then write say. Antena, right? Let me go to account and see, right? Yes, we need to add in a page layout.
Page layout.
Right. So let me just edit. There is one shortcut to edit the page layout. We have something called edit layout. Okay, you can directly go to the page layout. Here we are adding only in the dealer page layout, into the dealer page layout. Okay, let me add a button. Button name is location. Right. Location. Let me add it here. Okay, save. Let me do it for the lightning version as well. Okay, anyways, first let's check it out here and then we'll go to the lightning version. Here, is there any building address? Here we have. Let me give a country. Okay, country చెప్పండి. Yeah. Save. Let me just remove this map. When you click on this location, right, you are redirecting to India map, right? Let me just change the country and see. Let's rename it to say, give me a country.
England.
England. Okay. Now let me click on this location. Yes, it is opening to the United Kingdom, right? England, right? Right. Same way. Let's check it out in the lightning version. Yes. Using. Let's do this in the lightning version. Okay. Now, if you see this, we don't have that location here, right? We don't have that location, right? Now, to add this location, we have to edit the page. We have to edit the mobile and lightning, and there we have to add the location.
Location.
Let me just refresh this. We just refresh this page. Mobile and lightning. Nice. Here we have the location. We put it here. Let me put it here and see. What is the record type? What is the page layout dealer? Please. Right. Let me go back to lightning, refresh the page. See, in lightning, you have to refresh the page, otherwise it won't work. It's always a good practice to refresh. Here we have the location button. Click on it again. it will redirect to a new page, and here we have the location, right? So for you people, today's task is this. This. Same, create a location button. Location button and website button. Create a location or the website button. Button on, let's say, on account object. On account object. So on the account object. Now, see, this everything is related to page layout. Here, everything is related to the page layout. Now, if you see this opportunity, click on new. Here you are opening a fresh page. Here you are opening the fresh page. Now, let's say I want to create record types to opportunity. I want to create the record types to opportunity. Let me go to edit object. Here, in this edit object, let me select record types. Okay. See what's happening. When I click on new, opportunity record type must be associated with the sales process. ఇదే నేను అకౌంట్ లో క్రియేట్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, నాకు డైరెక్ట్ గా నేమ్ అడుగుతుంది, రైట్? ఇట్ విల్ ఆస్క్ మీ టు క్రియేట్ అ నేమ్, రైట్? నౌ లెట్స్ సీ సంథింగ్ విత్ ద కేస్. Case record types. When I click on new, it must be associated with the support process, right? Something, let me select something called lead record types, new, associate with the lead process. So these three objects are something different. These three objects are different. Okay, if you see record types, record types for opportunity, case, and leads are the business process, that is sales process, okay, comma support process and lead process respectively, right? If you see here, we have something called opportunity, right? Let me put this opportunity. Okay, opportunity. We have something called case. Okay, we have something called lead. Okay, now these three are associated with three different business processes. Example here, opportunity is associated with sales process, whereas case is associated with support process, lead is associated with lead process. But again, it is also dependent on particular field. Okay, particular field has to be a note. These process are dependent on fields. That is, if you see this opportunity, we have something called stage name. Okay, stage name, comma, status, and lead status. Okay, These are the fields that these business processes are associated. For example, here, say these all are objects. Okay, just let me have it here. These are the process, right? Right, right. Now you will have fields. For this page name, for this we have sales, status. Status, this is we have lead status. Okay. Now, if you see, let me do this one requirement and rest of these you have to do. Okay. I'll do only this one, 27th one. You people please do work on 28 and 29. Okay, 28 and the 29th one. So here, what it is asking me, create 4 page layouts for lead, retail leads, referral leads, and inbound and all. Okay, I believe these are these will work on only leads. So let me do this 28th one. You people can do the rest. Again, this 24th is working on only. Okay, fine. Let me work on 27th only so that you can work on the rest. I'm working on leads. You people needs to work on opportunity and the support and the cases. Opportunity and cases. Online, am I audible? Online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let me just work on this 27th one. Okay. So it is asking me to create 4 page layouts for retail leads, referral, and inbound and outbound. Okay. Let me just create that 4 page layout fast. Let me go to lead. Leads. Yeah, here we have the leads. Leads. Edit object. Here. We have something called page layout. Yeah. I need to create 4 page layouts. New. Say lead layout. Let me copy this lead layout. First name is right. The first name is retail leads. Okay. You just simply copy this. So here, okay, and save. It doesn't matter. I'm just saving it out. Okay. Let me have a new leads. We have a new page layout again. The next page layout is, let me copy the same lead. Referral leads. Okay. Just save it. We just save it. Okay. Now, again, a new page layout called inbound. For leads. Again, I have something existing. Okay, anyway, it's fine. Yes. Or new, let me take existing as lead and something called outbound.
So we didn't give an page layout for the
By
inbound.
default, it will take this anyways.
Okay.
Outbound lead. Right. Right. So I have created 4 page layouts, right? Now it is asking me to create the 4 lead process for these 4 page layouts, right? Again, 4 record types, right? Assign page layout to this record types. Okay. Now let me create the 4 lead process. To create any process, first you need to go to setup, home. Let's say you want to create the lead process. Search for lead process. Lead process. Okay. Let's say you want to create support process. So search for support process. Same goes with sales process. Sales process. Okay. Now here, what am I supposed to create? Lead process, right? Search for lead process. Here we have the lead process. Now let's create a new lead process, and that's with the name called retail leads first, right? Here, if you see, it is asking me to create 4 lead process, one with retail leads, referral, inbound, and outbound. Okay. Right. Now here, the next step, this is important. This is important. I said, okay, lead process are dependent on these fields. Lead status field, right? Whatever here, how many status am I able to see now? 4, right? Now this is what you have to customize in lead process. This is what you have to customize. Okay. Here you can remove any 2, or you can keep all the 4. Okay. For example, let me okay, just let me remove this working contracted, and let me have these 3. Okay. Let me have these 3 for retail. Okay. Click on save. Let's create a new process, that is referrals lead, right? That's what it is. Referral leads, right? Or right. Save. Now let me have this one. Oh, let me remove this one, and let me have the rest 3. Okay. Let me save it down. Create a new inbound leads. Save. Okay, let me see now. Let me remove this. See, it will show you the error. At least one converted status must be selected. At least one converted status must be selected. So you cannot remove this. Okay, you cannot remove this. You have to keep this. Okay, one converted, right? There is only one converted here, right? Okay, let me remove this here. Right, it is 1. It is fine. Okay, you cannot remove close converted. Okay. See. Now for the next one, let me have all the 4 outbound leads. Okay, let me have all the 4. Okay, here. Okay, I did this. Fine. Now let me go to lead object. Let me go to the lead object. Lead object. Now here in record types, if I want to create a new record type, right now we are getting the page. Now we are getting the page to create a record type, right? Now, if you see here, record type master, let's label it. He is asking me to create 4 record types, one with the retail leads, same names, right? Retail leads, right? Right. Now, it is asking me to select the lead process. Here, let me select retail leads. Okay. And I will make it available to all. Next. Right. Page layouts. What is the page layout I need to select again? Retail leads. Nice. Retail leads. Save and new. And the one called referral leads. Leads. Right. Now lead process will be again same. Right. Now you have to make sure you just click on this active button. Okay. You have to click on active and then make available for make available for this profiles. Next. All right. You need to give the page layout. Right. Save and new. Again. All right. Next, we are left with more two, right? Inbound leads. Again, a lead process called inbound. Activate, make it available for everyone, and then next and save. Here we need to give one page inbound leads, right? Revenue, the last one called
Outbound leads.
outbound. Lead process will be outbound leads. Again, activate, make it available. Next, page layout. Outbound, right. Save. Right. Here we have how many, if you see this record types, we have 4 record types, right? Which are again associated to 4 page layouts, right? You just verify to the page layout assignment. Okay. Is that clear? Like for inbound, we have inbound leads. For outbound, we have outbounds. For referral, we have referral, and the next. See.
Retail.
Retail, we have retail. Okay. If there is any mismatch, then only you have to edit and you have to assign it. Okay. But right. Now let me go to the leads. We just refresh the page. Click on new. We are getting 4 record types, right? For retail, what is the option we disable? We need to get, if you see this lead status, we just removed working one, right? We removed the working. That is not available here, right? That is not available. Right? If you cancel and see, for referral, we removed the open one, right? We just removed the open one. That is not available here, right? We are getting more free. Next, cancel it and verify for inbound. For inbound, you see the status. We have removed one something called close not converted, right? Right. Here we have this. See new. We have something called outbound, right? Did we remove any of this in the outbounds? No, right?
No.
You see this in right. We have all the 4, right? Right. So these lead process are nothing but the business processes which will impact on the field, which will impact on the field. For leads, it will impact on lead status, whereas in cases it will impact on status. Okay, whereas in opportunity it will impact on stage name, the stage name, the stage. Okay. Now, I believe I have told you about this. I've told you about this values, right? We had a discussion, right? No. Opportunity, what does opportunity means? What do opportunity do? What information it will store?
Deals.
Right. Perfect. It will store something about the deal. Okay. For example, let's say here opportunity. Let's say quality thought deal. Let's say quality thought is purchasing some electronic gadgets. Okay. Let's say it is purchasing some ACs. It quality thought newly launched a new branch. There it requires all the electronic gadgets, electronic equipments, let's say. Okay, which is costing around 1 lakh rupees. Okay, 1 lakh rupees. Right. Now, this Salesforce is for, let's say, Crompton Greens. Let's say Crompton Greens are using Salesforce. Okay. Quality Thought is purchasing their product from Crompton. Okay. Now, for them, let's say you came and you saw the prospect, you saw the products. Let's say Quality Thought people came to Crompton and they saw the product. Now, the probability for you, for Quality Thought buying the product will be 10%. Okay, 10%. Let's say they did some analysis, Now the probability is 20%. Okay, ante Quality Thought people a product purchase చేయడానికి 20% probability ఉంది, 20% chances ఉన్నాయి వాళ్ళు purchase చేయడానికి. For example, let's say now they are making some decisions or something, then the probability is 60%. Now let's say they are asking you the quotation. Okay, అదే ఈ క్వాలిటీ థాట్ కాకుండా let's imagine ki you people went to a shop. Okay, let's say you people went to a shop and అక్కడ ఆ షాప్ కి వెళ్ళి మీరు ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ ప్రైజింగ్ అంతా అడిగారు, రైట్? సో నౌ ద ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆ షాప్ ఓనర్ కి బయింగ్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ ఈస్ 75%. మీరు దాని ప్రైస్ అడిగారు అంటే you are interested in the product కాబట్టి మీరు అడిగారు, right? So the buying probability is 75%. Now, మనం ప్రైస్ అడిగి ఊరుకుంటామా? బేరం ఆడతాం, right? So negotiating or reviewing the product will be 90%, right? 90%. బేరం ఆడుతున్నారంటే 90% ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి కొంటారు అన్నట్టు, రైట్? Now, కొంటే close won, కొనకపోతే if you buy it will be close won, if you won't buy it will be close lost. Okay, close lost means this deal is closed now, your customer is went off now, okay, without intimating anything, without buying anything, so the probability will be 0. Now this deal is closed and your customer bought the product, purchased the product. Now the probability is 100% obviously, right? That's how it is, right? Oh, huh? 20 CG sales, 29th one. Okay, sales case, support case, and customer executing. These three are the record types again. Okay, these three are the record types. You need to create the page layout with same names. Okay, you give whatever the value you want. Okay, again you need to create the same support process with the same names, but again values in it, it's up to you people. Whatever you want to specify, you specify it. Okay, then assign it. That's it, like the same way how we assign it to the lead. Any questions? This is a bit confusing, but again, if few people will do, you will get it definitely. Okay. Sound difficult, but again, to create a record type in opportunity, cases, and leads, you have to create the processes, business processes. That is your sales process, support process, and lead process. Sales process is for opportunity, support process is for cases, and lead process is for leads. Okay, again, It will impact on these fields. It will impact on these fields. Okay. These process will impact, not depend, will impact on fields, that is state name for opportunity, status in cases, and lead status in leads. Okay. Any questions? Huh? Says to say. Okay. Next. Today, what we have done today is we are just done with the page layouts. There is nothing more to do in page layouts. Okay, the buttons, related list. Okay, related list in the page layouts are also important. Okay, buttons are important. Okay, record types, how to associate the record types with the page layouts are important. Okay. Customizing the page. Yesterday we saw that in the previous session we saw how to customize a page. Right. What else? Right. Idea status. Let's come to lead status. Sorry, let me have all of these in the outbound, right? Right. Now we'll see something called. Now let's work on the leads. What does it mean by lead?
Potential customer.
Sorry?
Potential customer.
Potential customer, right? Potential customer, right? Leads means a potential customer, right? Now, a lead, let's say the purpose of lead is, lead is to purify the data. Okay. For example, let's say 3 women went to shopping. For example, let's say 3 women went for shopping. Okay. Now, these 3 are individual women. Let's say these 3 are individual women. One name first. Let's take some women's name. Let's say Pushpa, Pavani, and Lakshmi. Okay. Let's say we have 3 women who are going to. Right. Let's say this Lakshmi is not you, by the way. So here we have Pushpa, Pavani, and Lakshmi. Okay. Now Pushpa went to purchase bag. Let's say she went to purchase a bag. Pavani went to purchase mostly, let's say, makeup saman, right? Now let's say Lakshmi went for right window shopping. Okay, let's say Lakshmi went for window shopping. Now here, when Pushpa goes, right, Pushpa is a lead to the shop. Pushpa is a lead, not only Pushpa, Pavani, and Lakshmi are the leads to shop owner. Okay. Now if you see, they are purchasing this bag, right? Now once they purchase the bag, if they are really interested to purchase a bag, then only they are converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay. Now Pavani went, check the makeup products and all, and now she is satisfied with the product. Now she is really want to purchase the product, right? Now we'll convert this into account, contact, and opportunity, right? But now when it comes to Lakshmi went for window shopping, right? She'll go and she'll search she'll go to every product, right? Now these people will understand that she's doing some window shopping. I don't know she will purchase the product or not. So they will stop converting them. They will stop converting into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay. They'll have only these people, Pushpa and Pavani, will be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay. For example, let me go to this or okay, let me just enter the data. Let me enter Pushpa, fire. Oh, the company name is Tagedele. Okay, let's have this lead status and let me save this. Okay, done. If you see here, we have name, we have something called company, right? Now, have you seen this somewhere? Have you seen it somewhere in any other object? This part from this to this. Yes, sir. Where you have seen these three fields? Right. If you open this contact, new, right? We have the same fields, right? We have the same fields here, right? Right. Now, if you see this, what does account do? Account stores the data of company, right? Right. Here we are storing the data of a company, right? Now let me just save it and now let me just convert this. But I don't think it will get converted. Okay, anyways, we'll see. Let me convert. Right. When I click on convert, see here, let me navigate it again. Convert is also a button. Convert is a button. Okay. Now here you see we have something called convert here. When you convert it, account name, it is taking the company's name. Okay. In account name, it is taking the company name and it is asking me to enter the record type. Right. Let me enter the dealer or something. Dealer or let's say new. Okay. Let's say new record type. And contact, we have the right. We have the contact details and we have the opportunity to. Now, this lead is converting into account, contact, and opportunity. When you click on convert, see what happens. Right. Your lead referral is missing a map, a field mapping for account, customer email, right? If you see here, let me go to this account object. Click on new. Let's take a new data type, new record type. Next. What are the mandatory fields here? Email and number, right? If you're converting something, again, anyways, these two are mandatory, right? We'll convert చేసిన ఈ రెండు mandatory గా enter చేయాల్సిందే, right? That's why you have this email. That's why you need to enter this email and this account number, right? We'll see that. Let me go to this page again. Let's see, is there any field called account number? Is there any field called account number here?
No.
No, right? Right. But I have something called annual revenue, right? Right. We don't have something called account number. So we have to create that account number, but we have email? Yes, right? You believe this email is to which field it is referring to? Accounts object ki refer chestunda leda contact ka? Right. Contact. Enduku ante, if you ask me why, here there is no email field in account. There is no standard email field in account, but it is we have a field in contact, right? So we need to create two fields. We have to deal with two fields here. One is email, and the one is account number. Let me just save it. Let me just save it just to avoid the confusion. Gmail.com. See, this is the account number. Again, we have something called active. Save. So we have to create these many fields, right? Okay. My org is better. Let me let me go to my org now. Go to login.salesforce.com. Okay, let me go to account. New. Fine, there is only this account name is mandatory. Save. See. Okay, using validation rule, let me do some validation rule. Let me create a validation rule. Let me make phone or this field. Let me do this account number mandatory. Let me do this account number mandatory, right? Account number mandatory. Right. What should I write now? Right. Nice. Is blank. To make something mandatory, we have to use is blank, and now we have to use the field called account number.
Number.
Please enter the number. That's a number. Let me throw it on the account number and save. Now, if I go back to accounts, click on new and save. Right. I'm getting this error, right? I'm getting this validation. Now, you people please pay attention. Here, let me go to leads. Right. Here we have the leads. Let me create a new lead. Call same profile and save. Right. Now, if I convert this, now if I try to convert it, okay. In Classic, you will have the buttons here, right? In Classic, you have the buttons here. Let me convert it. Okay, convert into account, okay, opportunity, and the contact, right? And we need to pass one subject. Convert. Okay. Validation error on account. Please enter the number, right? Again, here, see, we are on the lead object, but still we are getting this validation, right? So that we have to convert, we have to enter that account number, right? To do that, so we have to create a field called account number in your leads. Okay, ante account number lo, account number field lo data ravali manaku mandatory kabatti account number field ni manam lead lo create cheyali. Okay, right. Let me check the field. First. What's the field name? Account number. What is the data type of this field? Text, right? Text of what is the size? 40, right? So you have to create the same field with the same name, with the same data type, and with the same characters, the same length in your leads. It is the lead. Right. Let me go back to this. Now I'm into lead. I'm creating a new field in leads. Okay. I'm into leads. I'm creating a new field in leads. What should what is the data type? Text, right? Text, name, right? Account number, right? Length, 40, 40, right? Let me just next, and save. Next, and save. Right. See, right here. Now let me go back. Let me just refresh the page. Okay. We have the account number, right? We got the account number, right? Now let me enter the values in it. Edit. In account number, let me enter the value. Let's say this is the value. Okay. Save. Now, if I convert, will it get converted? Right? Will it get converted? Oh, see here. If I convert, see what happened. Let me give the subject. Anyways. Okay. Click on convert. I will get the same validation error. Okay. మనం same field create చేసాం, right? We have created the same field, but we did not ask where to store the data. అంటే ఈ అకౌంట్ నంబర్ లో వాల్యూ ఎంటర్ చేస్తే అది ఏ ఫీల్డ్ లో అకౌంట్ లో ఏ ఫీల్డ్ లో వెళ్ళి స్టోర్ అవ్వాలో మనం చెప్పలేదు. We did not mention where to store the data in account or contact or in opportunity. We just created a field, right? Now, for that, again, what you have to do? No. You have to go to leads, okay? Leads, custom fields and relationship, okay? Here you can see something called map lead fields, okay? Map lead fields. Click on it. Okay, right. Now you got the fields of account, contacts, and opportunity. See, this part of this page is constant. This part of this page is constant. This will change. Right here. Right. Now we are into accounts, right? Account number and a field lone kada store cheyali, right? If you enter something in this account number of lead object, if you enter something, some value into a account number in lead object, it should store into accounts, which field? Why is it not reflecting? Let me just cross check. Count object field is account number, data type text. Let me just refresh the page. Let me do the refresh. Account number. This might be a org issues or something. Anyways, let me do it for the other objects, other thing called, let's say, SLA validations. Okay. Let me go and just deactivate this validation rule. If I see this leads, there is something called SLA code, but there is nothing. We have something called SLA. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me create a custom field here. Let me create a custom field. Let me create a custom field called amount. And let that field is mandatory. Let me make that field mandatory. Say amount. Next. Next and save. Now, if I go to accounts, click on this validation rules, right? I need to create a new validation rule. Amount mandatory. Let's say amount mandatory. Here is blank of amount check syntax. Please enter the amount. Field name will be again amount. Save. If I go to account, refresh the page. Something called amount, right? Now let me enter the name and save. I'm getting the error, right? Now let me create the same account field in what object? Right, in lead object. We have a same field in lead object. Currency, amount, right? Length is 18, same constant, same length. I'm not making any changes to it. Next. And save. Right. If I convert this lead, let's say if I convert this lead now, right, I'll get the error on. Let me just fill this mandatory field. I'll get the error on amount. Right. Please enter the amount. Right. So, like to work on this again, you have to map the fields. Map lead fields. Now let's check it out. Now let's check. We have something called amount in fields, right? And that we have to map to the account amount. Let's see. Yes, we have the amount field, right? Now just simply save it out. Saved. Now let's try to convert this. Let's try to convert. Convert. Again, I'm getting the same validation. You know why? Because there is no value in amount. There is no value in amount. Let me enter 789. Save. And then let me convert this. Convert. Let me pass one subject. Email or so. Just click on convert. Validations error on contact. Please enter the phone number or email ID. Okay. Let me just have it here. I believe we have a phone which is already into the contact. Let me put some value in it. Let me have this value for mobile also. And email. Right. Now let me have it. Save. Convert. Pass a subject. Say email or anything. Just convert it. Let's see. Yes. Now, if you see, it is converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, account, contact, and opportunity. See, account. This was the name that we specified for account, right? Company name, and we got the amount too, right? This was the amount that we specified in lead, right? We got the contacts details too, right? It got converted and it got related to. Convert అయిన తర్వాత it got related to, right? relate kuda ayindi, right? Contact is related to account and opportunity is also related to account. Now if you see, if you observe closely, we have something called account number, account name, and if you see, the same name will be reflected in opportunity too, right? But with the same, with just with one hyphen, one dash, one minus. Right. Now if you see, leads are converted into leads are converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Account, contact, and opportunity. Where now, if the question, if someone asks you, interviewer will definitely gonna ask you which among these three are, which among these three is optional. Interviewer అడుగుతారు మీకు, which among these three, account, contact, and opportunity లో ఏది optional. If you convert it, it should not convert into any one, right? If you see this, if I go to leads, let me go to leads again. Leads. Yes, let me open anyone. No, okay, let me create one lead. Okay, save. Right. When I click on convert, okay, let's see this conversion in Lightning version 2. Right. When I click on convert, okay, we have Faisal company as an account name, right? Khan as an contact, right? Opportunity, right? But if you see this, we have something called don't create an opportunity upon conversion. Okay. If you check this box, it will create only account and contact. It will convert into account and the contact, but it won't create the opportunity. It won't create the opportunity, right? Right. So which among these is optional ante? Opportunity is
Opportunity.
right. Where opportunity is optional, right? Now lead map is important. Lead map is really important. Mapping the leads are really important. Now you might have created some validation. You might have made some fields mandatory, right? So today's task, you include that one too. Okay. Okay. Task is to, first one is to create a location button and the website button on account object. Okay. Create business process that's upon this two, right? 34, but not 34, 33, 27, 8, 9, 27, 8, 9. User story 27, 28, and 29, right? But from that, you also need to complete this user story 33. Okay. Complete the user story 33, right? So 33. Now, I believe all these validations are done. Are these validations done? No? Complete the validations. Complete the validations. How many of you started doing this validations? Great. I believe online I can't observe you people, but please do work on it. So your voice is breaking while talking. So sorry, Monica, I didn't check. That might be because of the internet stability, right? If you see, first one, to make a phone mandatory, you have to use is blank
Is blank.
and phone number, right? If you see the 36th one, I want users to mandatory enter the fax number while updating the account record. Now, this is tricky. This is tricky. Fax number is mandatory, but while updating, right? You have to do something like this. Let me do. See here, account. Let me open this account. Okay. Let me edit the page. Sorry. Let me just edit the page. Okay. Now, let's say I'm editing this phone. Okay. Let's say I'm editing this phone to so and so. When I save this, when I try to save it, this fax number should be mandatory. While entering, it should not be mandatory. But while editing, it should be mandatory. Now, anyone tried doing this? It is not mandatory now. It is not mandatory now, right? Anyone tried doing this? Let me write down the validation for it. Validation. Let me write down a new validation. See, whenever you write down one validation, check that validation, whether it is working or not. Soon after checking, please do deactivate the validation. Okay. Otherwise, it's gonna cause you the trouble for the whole course. Let's say fax mandatory. Okay, here. Now we have two conditions, right? We have two conditions. One, fax mandatory. Another one is while editing.
While editing.
While editing, right? So now let's break this down. Now, what does it mean by while editing? Whenever your account is not new. Okay. Whenever, see, while creating and record is new. Okay. For example, if you see this, you see this new. This is your new record. This is your new record. That's why you clicked on new, right? But if you are editing a record, if you are editing one record, that's not your new record. That's your old record, right? Now, it is not new. Okay. Fax is mandatory and aim use manam. Yes.
Is blank.
Right. Is blank. Right. We know what to use, right? Now let's see. These two are the expressions. These two needs to meet or anyone if yes. These two needs to be satisfied or any one among these two needs to be satisfied. Any one satisfy avala or rendu avala. Both of them needs to be
satisfied.
Yes, both of them needs to be satisfied. Both of them needs to be true. So we have to use and, right? We have to use the and operator. And logic one will write is blank, right? Is blank of what? Facts, right?
Facts.
Is blank of facts. Okay. Now we just decided not is new, not new, right? Right. Here we have a function called not, right? I believe you people have used this not function, right? In logic, we have to pass another function called is new. Okay. You have to pass this function called is new. Right. If you see this very closely, do is new required any parameter? Do it require any parameter? No, right? It doesn't require any parameter. So you can leave it empty. But if you see not does require one parameter.
Logic.
That is
Yes.
why we are passing this function in this not. Okay, we cannot have is new and not. Is new, local or not, we cannot have, right? Let's check the syntax. Done. Error message. Facts. Facts is mandatory while editing the records. While editing the records. Okay. Field on the field facts. Save. Then let me go back. Just refresh the page. Okay. Okay, let me edit this record. Edit. Okay. Now let me edit this phone. And let's say I'm trying to save the record. I'm getting the error now, right? While editing only, I'm getting the error. Now let's see this in while creating. While creating, I'm getting the error or not. Let's say it's HR or so. Let me save. Amount, I'm getting error on amount. Now let me save. See, I didn't give any facts. Let me save. Right. It is working, right? While if it is new, it is allowing to save. If it is not new, it is not allowing me to save the record, right? That's it. So that's all about today. Kindly work on these validations. Okay. This 37th one, you have to use len function, len function, right? And okay, this one is bit difficult. You people please try to do this. Okay. If you're not getting, we'll do it on Saturday anyways. Right. Again, this is very simple. You have to use discount. You need to create a field called a discount value. That will be your formula field. That's sorry. Right. Discount value, you need to create it with percentage data type, not with the formula. My bad, sorry. You need to create it with percentage data type.
Percentage.
And let's say you cannot give more than 20% anukunnam. Okay. If someone is entering 35 or 21 in this field, if someone is entering 21, it has to show the error. Okay, it has to stop preventing the user to save the record, right? Right. This one, anyways, the 40 will do it on Saturday, anyways. But you people try to do it. Okay. This is something you have to do with the speak list, e-speak value. Right. This you have to use prayer value. There is one function called prayer value. Okay. If you are able to do this validation, if you are able to do all the 15 validation that I have given, okay, you can do anything. Later, if you get some validation, if your HR or someone, team lead or any technical person is asking you to create a validation, you will be able to do everything. But to do that, you have to complete all the 15 validation and these 5 validations. Okay. That's it for today, guys. See you people tomorrow.